Hey folks, I have a BioLight camp stove here. I have wanted one of these for a while and have finally purchased one. I think it's an awesome idea. It doesn't run on conventional camp stove fuel that you find in the stores. It runs on twigs, branches, wood, whatever you find in the woods. Makes for the perfect survival stove. Remote area stove. Never have to worry about fuel. And the cool thing is it also charges your electronics, such as your cell phone. So if you're ever in a survival situation, you can charge your phone. They have a larger size home stove that they dispense to third world countries for people to put in their homes. Helps cut down on the open fires. I guess a lot of people in third world countries burn from open fires in their house, stuff like that. So they do that charity work. Boil time, they say, is 4.5 minutes for 1 liter of water. And 20 minutes of charge time on your cell phone will give you 60 minutes of talk time. 5 inches wide, 8.25 inches tall, and weighs 2.1 pounds. Fuel, renewable biomass only, which is twigs, pine cones, wood pellets. You can burn this box. Max continuous power output is 2 watts at 5 volts. Peak is 4 watts at 5 volts. I think it's a really cool idea. You can charge iPods, cameras, flashlights. Here's what's in the box. The stove comes with a pot adapter. Cord. They recommend before you use it the first time and like every 6 months or so to charge it, hook it up to your computer. Charge the battery. There's an actual internal battery in this to store electricity. Also comes with some fuel starter tabs. There it is. And it has this little rod here. This heats up. That's what powers it. High fan, low fan. So what it does, you start your fire, and then once it gets hot enough, after like 10 seconds, they have you turn on the fan onto low, and that low fan helps stoke the fire. After it's been going long enough and heats it up even more, then you can turn it to high, and that high fan actually gives you a lot of heat, a lot of power. It's like as if someone were constantly standing there breathing on a fire, or blowing on a fire. I have not used it yet, and I just got it last week. Haven't had a chance to use it, and I'm planning on taking it outside after we get done with this. Not sure how this fits on here. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure exactly how that sits, but yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. Just like that. Pretty cool unit. So we are going to take it outside and see how it cooks. Alright folks, it is raining outside, so I didn't feel like sitting out in the rain. I have it in the edge of my garage. So we're going to start with a cotton ball with petroleum jelly, which I'm just going to drop in the bottom. I'm going to start dropping this tinder in. Now this is the kind of flame you get when the fan is not on. It just kind of lazes about. It's like a regular fire. And then the fan comes on. This is low, and the fire is much more intense and focused. And you turn it on high, and it becomes even more so. Now, I'm going to set this on here. And we'll take a note of the time on the clock, and we'll find out how long it takes it to get going. Since it's hot enough now, I'm going to go ahead and charge my iPhone also. It is completely dead. Pressing on the button here, so you can't even, it's not even doing anything. There we go. See that? It is dead. I bought this thing for 125 bucks. And it's not as small as a lot of the other camp stoves, backpacking stoves, but man, it's pretty awesome having the ability to use any fuel and charge your electronics. Now it's boiling. I don't know if you can see it. Full boil. Show you the inside of this thing here. It's pretty neat. You can see the fan's got it spinning around. I've had the iPhone plugged in for about 20 minutes or so. I didn't keep track of time. I probably should have. And I found out at first I didn't have the fire high enough. When you want to charge electronics, you need to have a really, really big fire. So you're probably not going to be cooking on the fire when you're charging the electronics. You're basically going to have a miniature bonfire. Once I kicked up the fire, it actually only took about like 5 minutes or so for it to charge. Right now, it just got done turning itself on, and it's at 3%. Now it's at 4%. So it seems to be, it's been going for approximately a minute after it was at 3%, so it went up 1% in that minute. And I'm thinking as the coals build up and it gets hotter and hotter, it will probably charge faster. The 4% that it's in now is definitely enough to make a call. I'm guessing with 4%, I could probably make 5, 10, maybe even a 15-minute phone call. My iPhone is really easy on, it doesn't take a lot of batteries to make phone calls. I think this here is like the perfect apparatus for a survival situation, a camping situation, a preparedness situation in the event of some sort of disaster, catastrophe, or something like that. I think it's a pretty awesome device here for charging your phone. I just got done filming the hands-on portion of this review, and I wanted to insert this and give an after-action report on what happened. As you saw in there, when I charged my iPhone, it took about 30 minutes or so to get a 4% charge. Now, I don't normally do this, but I looked at some other reviews on the internet of this, and there were some people complaining that it took too long. And they said it took 2 hours to get a 50% charge on their Galaxy, whatever it was they were using. And I just kind of wanted to put that in perspective. Alright, this is not plugging your phone into the wall. This is charging your phone with sticks and fire. We're talking caveman technology here. So you have to kind of put things in perspective. This is not going to charge your cell phone so that you can sit and play on the internet or play video games. This is for making emergency phone calls. And a few percentage is sufficient to give you talk time. So it's not going to be a fast charge. It's going to take a while. But the alternative is no charge, because there's not really a good alternative to charging your cell phone in a survival situation. You can use they do sell solar panels, but those solar panels are only good when the sun's out. If it's overcast or if it's nighttime, you're not going to charge your cell phone. This one here is something you can use anytime to charge your cell phone, and I think it's a really good option. So I just kind of wanted to put things in perspective and let you know, no, you're not going to be able to fully charge your cell phone in 15 minutes. It's going to take longer than that.